All right, everybody, welcome to St. Thomas. Look, you got the beautiful background there of St. Thomas, and I think we're gonna head to Magen's Bay. We've been to Magen's Bay before, but the big group of friends and new friends we've met, a lot of them are going down to Magen's Bay, so I think we're gonna make that the plan as well. More fun in numbers, right? So yeah, let's head to Magen's Bay.
Oh, YouTubers, check me. This is Cookie, your cruise retro on the Carnival Horizon down in Miami, Florida. Trust me, number one, you want to follow this man's channel, Coach Cruise, because he's the absolute best coach out here. Not about fitness, but about cruising. Trust me, he's going to make sure you have the best time ever because he knows the ins and outs of every cruise that you go on. So click that like, follow button, and share more about this brother right here. Not only is he my coach, but he's my cousin. We'll see you all on the next cruise. Until then, we're out of here. Peace.
All right, so we are off the ship and gonna try to find an open air taxi and get down to Magen's Bay. Hopefully there's a couple chairs left for us. We got some friends already down there, like I said, so they're gonna try to save us a couple, so we'll see when we get down there. Just in making my way. Hey, look, we got a couple more bar crawlers back here. So, thanks. We'll see you guys. So yeah, it's been obviously a great cruise. Those were a couple of the bar crawlers, and again, we're doing a second bar crawl. One thing I will say, hey, how you doing? I'm doing a video, so you're included in the Magen's Bay. All right. So just running into people all over. This is the place to be, obviously. So we are in St. Thomas. It's absolutely beautiful, enjoying the water, enjoying the beverages. And I have on my left here, Andrew and Yoli. So for those of you that go live with me on Tuesday nights, you probably see Yoli in there a lot. Andrew, once in a while, he's always watching. And there's somebody that's been sleeping most of the cruise on the left. That's Anita, you remember here. So yeah, just enjoying the beautiful Magen's Bay that you see behind us there. Gotta love the cruise life. So cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Anita there, trying to make it her way in. She hasn't been in the water yet, so it's a little chilly the first time you get in, but once you get used to it, it's real nice. So that's where we're at. Cheers, everybody. I think there's just enough sun to see the change in the water and that beautiful crystal blue color. I hope it's coming out on the videos in there. But yeah, just enjoyed a great day. Probably gonna stay here a little bit longer. Maybe get one more drink. Hey, look, we got more bar crawlers on the beach here in Magen's Bay. Met these two. Well, I met Sandy at least on my left here. Nora bailed on us the first bar crawl, but she's not gonna miss the second one. And that's Friday. And Sandy and Nora, they're from the bar crawl, and they're both going on the second bar crawl on Friday. But the thing that's important about the bar crawl, and this is why you do some group events and things like that, is because you meet people early in the cruise, and then you get to hang out and party the rest of the week. So we've hung out and partied the last couple nights in the casino bar and in multiple bars, comedy shows, all that other stuff, had a great time together. So make sure you get together in some group events and things like that and meet everybody. These two young ladies are from Dallas. Traveled all the way to Miami to get on the Carnival Celebration, and now they're cruise fans. So yeah, cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Saw several people that are part of the Coach Cruise family and new Coach Cruisers and such that have enjoyed this cruise along with us, and we've enjoyed it with them. So yeah, we are gonna get ready to head out, and we'll see you back on the ship. Anita some grief, and I think rightfully so, because she didn't even fully get into the water. She only went waist deep. So how do you go to Magen's Bay and not get at least all the way into the water? So giving Anita some grief. Put in the comments, do you think she's right to receive grief there for that? I think so. Just put that in the comments. Here we go, coming up on the Carnival Celebration. Mamacita! Mamacita at sea, right here in the flesh.
Very good, thank you.
I asked Anita if she had ever met you.
I don't think we have.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm doing videos.
Lovely chatting to you.
What's up, lady?
Hello.
Look who I got. Anita finally she finally woke up to get off the ship.
How was yours, Brad?
Great.
Yeah.
All right, so I had some audio and technical difficulties yesterday when interviewing Lee and Mamacita. So they've both been so gracious. We're gonna meet up again. That's where I'm off to. And then after that, we're headed to Carnival Kitchen to make dinner for tonight. So that'll be a new experience. We've done Carnival Kitchen before, but not the dinner. So we're gonna see how that is. I think it's a new class they're offering, so we'll bring that to you. All right, so I have the great pleasure of sitting in front of Mr. Lee Mason, two-time Cruise Director of the Year, and new Cruise Director, Mamacita at Sea, Marcella. They are a tag team duo on the Carnival Celebration. Two-time Cruise Director of the Year. Where does somebody graduating to come to Cruise Director, where does that stand in you know, like some of the awards and recognition you've gotten for the job you've done as a Cruise Director?
You mean like the
How is
people
it comparable? Like,
oh,
you know,
it's huge.
Yeah.
It's really huge to see someone take flight, if I'm honest with you. And as someone who works with people, with teams, that's why you coach, right?
Right.
Watching someone take flight and grow and succeed, and then as they start to win, sometimes that's greater than winning yourself, because you know that you played a part in that.
Right.
No matter how great or small. We were talking about Gabe today, and I said I'm really proud of everything that Gabe's doing on his ships, and every compliment that I see for him is his, but there's a little part of me that I'm like,
Yeah.
I pushed him through that door. I was like the final, I suppose, quality control check before he was sent out.
Right.
And when we were at the Cruise Director Conference, I had Tyler, Gabe, and Lee all come up to me and pull me aside, and they just said, "Oh gosh, why am I always weeping in interviews with you in this room?" They just said, "Thank you, because we wouldn't be in this room, we wouldn't be here."
Right.
And I was like,
That's
gone.
awesome.
And that's something that every time I think back to it, it makes me a little emotional. But when you say, "Oh, you've won Cruise Director of the Year twice," I'm like, "Oh, that's great."
Right.
But it doesn't sort of create that swell of like
Pride and
happiness and everything. And it's not that I'm not grateful. I'm grateful for the award. Bill, thank you. Readers of Paul Cruiser Travel Magazine, thank you so much. But yeah, there is something really special to know that you've kind of had a part in people's process. And I went through the Cruise Director Air Table the other day, and I can't claim that I've really helped to coach all of the names on that list that I've worked with.
Right.
But I went through the list of current Cruise Directors, and I was like, they were on my fun squad. I worked with them for a few weeks on my fun squad. They came to my ship. I've worked with them. I think currently in the roster, I have more Cruise Directors that were on my fun squad than weren't.
Wow, that's amazing.
With
Yeah, it really is
I'm
amazing.
like granddad.
Yeah. So to kind of go along with that, Marcella, the last time I spoke with you, you weren't sure you wanted to be a cruise director. You just experienced the panorama, and how have your feelings changed or stayed the same since being a cruise director on the panorama?
The thing is, the main goal is still there. I study hospitality, so that's why my main goal is become hotel director, but that's years like from now. So I wasn't sure about if I wanted to be a cruise director, but once that I got that cruise, that whole experience, the guests were incredible, the team is amazing, and I said it in the Q&A because somebody asked me, and I was like, I want to do this.
Right.
I want to do this. I want to be a cruise director. So when I come back to the celebration, the first thing that I will do will be speak with Lee about it, and that's what I did. Like, we need to talk. I need to tell you, and it's just incredible. Like, the whole experience with the guests, it's a different approach. That if I'll go to my goal of being an entertainment director, I'm gonna miss that part, and I'm not ready to let it go.
All right.
So, yes.
You want to embrace that for a while.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Like, it was incredible. Like, I was there only for 1 week.
Right.
And when I left, I was like, I'm actually sad that I'm leaving.
Right.
Like, I wish I could stay.
Right.
But of course, like, there's a lot of things happening, and I think that's amazing.
Well, another question I had. Now, this one is a little less positive, but that expression, you can please all of the people some of the time and some of the people all the time, but you can never please all of the people all of the time. Now, I go through so many Facebook pages and social media and everything, so I see, comments on everything, about cruise directors, about Carnival in general, about other cruise lines and things like that. How do you deal with, you might get 100 positive comments and everything, but then there's that one. How do you two deal or address with something like that?
Well, it is real, and it is out there. And I think I found it more so as I grew through the company. I think when you're starting out, there's this wonderful turning point. When you're really new, I think there's a lot of criticism because you're unknown, and everyone has an opinion on what you should do or how you should do it, and they're trying to shape you and mold you to be like a cruise director that they've known. And then you hit this turning point where you're strong, but you're an underdog, and no one knows you, and you're underappreciated, and everyone gets behind you. And I've felt that, and I've been through that rush. Where I'm at now, having won Cruise Director of the Year, the 2 awards from Porthole Cruise and Travel magazine, I feel like it put a bit of a target on me, if I'm honest.
Yes.
Or not even that, maybe just people's expectations rocketed, and they were expecting me to be superhuman or omnipresent.
Right.
So I found definitely in the last 12 to 18 months that I'm getting a lot more criticism than I ever had. And the one way I deal with it is to embrace it. I think you have to embrace it.
Okay.
You have to find the positive. Outlook is everything. A glass half empty or a glass half full.
Right.
If you look at a critical comment or negative feedback as a glass half empty, it's going to get you down, and the next one's going to get you down, and you're going to get buried in criticism, because the internet is a wonderful tool, and open forums like Facebook are great for so many things, but it's also an unfiltered opinion and the court of public opinion.
Sure.
And if someone has a negative opinion, they say misery loves company, right?
Right.
So they open the door to that. What I try to do is, and I look for negativity online now, to engage, to connect with people that are criticizing me. Want to own it, to absorb it, and to say, hey, I'm sorry. Because once that's been said, really, is there a need to keep kicking me? I've taken it. And I do think that you learn more from your critics than you do from your compliments.
Right.
If people only ever pat you on the back or rub your head and say, great job, you're doing great, sweetie, you have no reason to push or to try harder because everyone thinks you're great.
Sure.
So I think it keeps you humble, it keeps you grounded.
Right.
I would say, if you're out there and you are very free and open with your opinions on Facebook, just bear in mind there's a human being behind that comment. Someone's mum, it might read that comment, and I really believe it when I say it, that if you write about me, my mum will find you. Like Liam Neeson. And she, although I won't tell you what she did.
She's got a particular set of skills.
She doesn't, but she'll use her bare hands.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. And Marcella, I mean, you were just the 1 week on the Panorama, but did you encounter anybody that might not have been completely happy that...
Yes, I saw one comment.
Okay.
One comment of this lady that she wasn't happy with me, and I felt crushed. Like, I was so sad. And my response was like, I'm really sorry, like it was my first time covering, but hey, I'll try to do better my next time so you can see me more on the floor, something like that.
Right.
But yeah, so it was like, oh no, and I went to him like, look at this mean comment. But he told me, because she had a lot of replies, a lot of people start saying like, I think she did amazing, she did a great job, excellent job, Marcela, don't take this comment, blah 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 blah. But it stays, like at the end, it's like, maybe I didn't do that good of a job.
But that person's struggle,
yeah,
was, and she wrote it, she said, Panorama had been out of service, and I don't think this ship's return to service should have been a time to put a brand new cruise director on the ship. Her reservation wasn't with you. It was with the fact that you were new, she didn't know you. So it opened you up to vulnerability, and she saw a chink in your armor and went for it. But her view was that she wanted someone that she knew, or someone that she felt that she deserved. I truly believe you did a great job. You had members of the head office team on that ship with you, messaging me, telling me how great you were, what awesome job you were doing, and how proud I should be of the work that you were doing as a reflection of our coaching and our work together. One person's opinion.
Right.
And you didn't ask for it. You asked for photographs.
And that probably felt good too, seeing everybody chime in afterwards, saying,
yeah,
you know,
that's
defending
what I
you
tried
and
to
stuff.
focus
So
on
that's
after
good.
that. Like, there was people defending me that they don't like even like know me that much. Like we cruised together, but they were there like writing long messages, saying like, "Don't feel that," blah blah blah. So I just breathed. And I let it go, and even he was like, "No, you did amazing. I want to hug you." And I'm like, "Please don't hug me, because if you hug me, I'm gonna cry." So, but yeah, at the end, it happens, and I understand. And as I said it before, I think cruise directors and also Fun Squad, we are just like ice cream. Everybody likes ice cream, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's just different flavors of ice cream: strawberry, chocolate, vanilla, caramel. So many different that there's gonna be people that prefer more one flavor than the other one.
To like and subscribe to Coach Cruz, because he uses me and Cookie all the time, and it's going to get your face out there.
Yeah,
so you
that's
need to
true.
say, I'm Mama Sita at Sea, you're watching Coach Cruz, don't forget, like and subscribe.
Hello everyone, I'm Mama Sita at Sea. Remember, we're watching Coach Cruz. Like and subscribe.
All right, love it. So we just finished the cooking class, and once you finish, you get to enjoy a meal at the table.
Beautiful.
You eat it while you're cooking, and then you eat at the end the finished product. So that's how it should go.
And it absolutely does.
All right. So we're just leaving the Carnival Kitchen class. Had a lot of fun with that, and the food ended up being really good. You know, like I wasn't sure that the food would turn out great, but yeah, I was Anita's chef's assistant or whatever. She did most of the cooking, but it was a lot of fun. So I'd recommend that class. The dinner class is about $65 per person. But you get to eat while you cook, and then you get to eat a big meal at the end too. So you're going to be super full at the end, I promise you that. So that's it.
9:45 alongside. Once we have successfully debarked our guests, we will resume our course to Miami. Please join us in keeping our guests in your thoughts and prayers. Thank you for your understanding.
Well, unfortunately, everybody, they have an emergency debarkation situation happening, so we're diverting to San Juan, and they closed a lot of things that they have to close on the ship, but the bars are still open, so we're gonna go have a drink, and thoughts and prayers for the guest that is having a serious medical issue. And like I said, we're off and about the ship. All right, everybody, so we've actually docked, and we've been here for a while. So I don't know if they're working on the person that, you know, needs the medical assistance on the ship, or whether they're actually trying to remove them. But my guess is maybe they're giving them some urgent care right now, and then we'll transport them when they're in a little more stable condition. That's just a guess. I know nothing, you know, just a guess here since we've been in port as long as we have. But here we are docked back in San Juan.
Thank you.
So look, this is what happens at 3:22 in the morning on the Carnival Celebration. Yeah, we end up at slots. That was a tease. That was a tease right there.
Oh! Woo! Oh, we got
What's that do?
It gives us this other thing.
What's the other thing?
Oh no. It gives us like these funny things. No, try again. 100 credits. No, try again. I need these big ones.
That was better, right? A little bit?
It's the same actually. Alright, let's see.
Can you try again? Okay.
You get 4 offers.
Oh, that was definitely better. You might want to keep that one.
105. I think I'm going to take this one. 105 credits.
Yeah, there you go.
Woo! I love Top Dollar. Do such an awesome job.
Oh, sure.
And secondly, and this one is huge, like and subscribe. Ring that notification bell so you know when this man is posting more videos.
I appreciate that you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Lee.
I just can't get away from a good time.